Period of my life. Just checking if my audio is good. Yeah. So basically, you might hear traffic. I'm outside, walking. So you might hear cars going by. Oh, yeah. Alex isn't. Yeah. So this isn't Alex, it's me, Brian. But yeah. January 2nd, I'm gonna be in through the 8th. I'm gonna be in uh upstate New York again. Doing catches. Yeah, is Envy no Alex tonight? Alex is in another state. This is NVCAP. I'm Ryan. Yeah, but so I'm gonna be in the area that I was through the 2nd through the 8th. Not Albany. I used to call it Albany, not Albany, but um, it's kind of central New York, central state. But but yeah, basically, I kind of have certain obligations there, so I'm basically going to be doing everything I can do to try to get catches. So I'm trying to, kickstart it back off, but also there's a lot of people that might be working with, so it's going to expand the ability of the predators we can catch. Yeah. Yeah, you're in Syracuse, not far from Syracuse is where I'm going. But yeah, near Syracuse though. Um but yeah, just kind of a reflection on this year is I still think that well, my phone just glitched. Yeah, see, it's kind of raining, so the touch screen is getting affected. Um well in the place that I'm catching, I plan on catching with I just gotta let this car go by. I plan on catching with Tony G and Serena. They've been a great help. And they're really good at they've really been great to work with. So I'm looking forward to catching with them. That's gonna be through the 2nd to the 8th. So I kind of look at it as like a fresh start to the year. At least we're gonna be this is gonna be a period of time where all I can do is catch. So um and yeah, there's just there are certain people that did consider helping and don't want to use their help, and it's kind of like we're only as strong as like how much we can work together, and that's kind of that's definitely true, and hopefully we can see what they'll do. I'm like fighting 18 different things at once. Like there's a the rain with the phone. Um, Sean Pitts, NVCAP. If you're ever in Nevada, I kind of doubt it. Um, I would love to learn how all this works. I want to catch some predators. I don't know. There's many ways to get in contact with me. I mean, like, what is the best way to get in contact with you? I would just tell you what I do. I mean, that's all I can do. I'm gonna at least try to have the camera facing down. Oh yeah, no live catch. Oh, so the camera's dark anyway. It's too dark. Look, I fucking hate Pedal Lester. With the passion. They seriously need to DIE. Yeah. What's this? This is just a live stream. Was you with Gordon Flowers when he came to Parksburg to catch the Scott guy? If so, thanks for helping clean out my community and protecting my kids and community kids. So right now, we kind of have an agreement to post catches that kind of would normally be posted on your boy JDQ, but YouTube hit your boy JDQ really hard, as a channel with its new, terms of service crackdown stuff. So but the catches I've been on with Alex is one in New York. Um, he was like that scientist spread, and then one of them was in Plastow, New Hampshire. Well, one part of it, and I think, yeah. Then there was one near Boston. I think that's about it. But yeah, um, yeah. But I don't know. There's a couple things I do want to discuss because I think that this fight means a lot. Where it's talking about not just us literally countering child predators, but I think that there is a need to have a defense for our movement and what we do. Um, I saw a Vice piece, and they did one of a certain predator catcher group. Um, if you know what group I'm referring to, I just don't want to name drop. Um, but it kind of irked me because all they really did was they just made it out to be that, oh, they're vigilantes and everything we do is vigilantism. But the biggest thing that I want to get across is, what are the reasons why it's considered vigilantism? And, the first thing was saying, like, we're not cops. But then thinking about it further, if we were Chris Hansen and we had a giant crew and everything, and a sting host and all that, and we had a news crew, even if it was local. Then all of a sudden, magically, just because of things we would be able to afford, we would all of a sudden be called journalists and things like that. And if there's anything even remotely problematic legally, I don't know if it would be fought back as hard. So really, I think the argument we should actually be making is that it's a class thing. It's not a matter of um, it's not a matter of what kind of authority do we have to do what we're doing, because even if it's Chris Hansen, even if it's a news crew, it doesn't matter. They have no more constitutional rights than we do. Yeah, there's a lot of curves. So it's like every person or every critic that calls what we do vigilantism, we should really the biggest thing we should throw back is, would it be different if we had a news crew or more money or things like that? Because then it's not a matter of legal authority or it being the police. It's a matter of class. It's a class thing. It's a matter of money. And reporters and news crews and things like that, they just have more money. And for that reason, I think alone, we're we're considered vigilantes. Yeah, when I say class, I mean, yeah, and I would say as far as the actual predator catcher group that they were referring to, I would argue this is that if the system, because their DAs, the DAs in Ohio, they will commit to not prosecuting a case. They will publicly say, we are not going to prosecute a case. And so the question is, if like they publicly say that the reason why we're not going to take cases is because encourage we don't want to encourage vigilantism, then if they say that so I'm trying to find a place to walk to. But if they say that the main reason is that they're trying to not encourage vigilantism and things like that, then it actually opens the door for real vigilantism, because then they will expose a predator. And if anything, the standard then becomes not to do a good job and have a good case. The standard then becomes anything you can do to get away with the law. Everything that the law will allow. And the law can allow, you screaming at someone in a Walmart. You have the right to do that. So it's like the question really does remain, if the system was not like that, if the system was more cooperative, would there even be borderline aggressive predator catchers? Now, obviously, I think the best approach would be to just try to do everything right, and then the system would change. But at the same time, even if there are borderline aggressive predator catchers, it's a result of the system, because then the standard goes from what will be allowable by law to not get prosecuted yourself to making a strong case or gathering information to make a strong case. Yeah, I'm sure in chat. Ohio is fake. Yeah, that's true. And that's the impression. The impression is not that they encourage that Ohio doesn't encourage vigilantism. The impression is that they don't handle child predators. New Year's, people like Ryan need to relax, but on catches. Yeah. Gonna move a location. At the end of the day, even if police put in so much effort into it, there would still be more. There will always be chomos, just like there will always be criminals. Yeah, that's true. Hold on. I'm actually gonna share the link. Should I share the link? Oh yeah, Steve. What's the best way to get in contact? I just have many ways to get in contact. Like my phone number, I always put it out there: 774-285-1761. I think there's a Nightbot command for it too. My Instagram is at NVCAP is watching, and then my Gmail is watching NVCAP@gmail.com. Just whatever one works. In my opinion, just like Mr. Flowers, in that the fact of there wasn't a market for it, then it wouldn't be such a problem. And taking down predators one by one slowly drops the market. Yeah. And something I will notice is more and more you get people asking, for a lot of verification pictures and things like that. And if you think about it, the real reason why they do that is it's actually serving the purpose of what the criminal justice system is supposed to do, which is deter crime. So if predators are, second guessing or third guessing what they're doing, that's deterrence. Even if it's not absolute deterrence, it's still deterrence. It's still doing what the law says it's supposed to do.
What up, Ryan? How's it going?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of a hard time on my phone. I'm in the rain with a waterproof case though. So
Okay, good. So at least your phone won't get destroyed.
yeah, this phone's a good phone. But yeah, and So I kind of want to scale up, like, I want to see, like, to kind of scale up a lot of the catches we do at NVCAP, and then to really advocate collectively for what we do. I think that that's kind of starting to happen, and then we just actualize that more, and then we're a lot further than we were. Oh, my camera turned on. Oh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What was that? Near your table or something?
Well, no, I'm actually in front of a random store. I just walked from where I was at. It's just too loud.
Is it cold up there?
Actually, no, it's like in the 50s.
Damn, that's nice.
Yep.
What's your goal this year in the amount of catches?
I have no goal in the amount of catches. That's my goal.
You too, Tracy. Happy New Year.
Yeah, happy New Year to Tracy. So yeah, if anyone wants to keep sharing the link or whatever it is, anyone's welcome on. Oh yeah, if someone's wondering, actually, if the private investigator wants to know my phone number, or I'll just put it out there.
774-285-1761.
You just talk your fake catcher, real catcher is about to have a live catch. CC unit live catch. Well, I'm not saying I'm doing a live catch right now. I mean, it'd be fake if I did that.
Yeah, I don't get these people.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like the idea that like a predator catch should be like judged by the amount of catches, as if it's like a factory. It's not a McDonald's. Like, it's not like we should just have like a certain kind of catch, and then it should be the same way. Then we should just produce a lot of them, and then try to, like, I mean, because then how do you catch like the bigger catches, and the bigger catches, the ones that have networks?
No, I agree. Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know. I never say like I'm gonna have a catch, and like now I don't even say like what I'm. If I have a lead, I don't even talk about it, just because
of all the flakes, and then you got to hear people say, "Oh well, how come you didn't get the catch you said you were going to get like the other day?" Right?
And it's like I thought I was, but clearly, like the most unpredictable thing is predator catching. Predators. Yeah, people are driving crazy here. Yeah, I mean, the only thing someone could do is join the link. Um, I am literally just not able to take a phone call because the stream is happening on a phone, and those two can't connect. So it's just not possible for me to. So yeah, yeah. Are there any other lives going on? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I think Matt had one earlier, but I don't know if he's still doing one. Did Jeff have one today or no? Yesterday, I think.
So wait, who is this? Hold up. Wait, Colorado Pet Patrol?
How's it going?
Wait, is this like a
It's a
video loop?
soundboard. That's a soundboard.
It's a sound. Okay, it's a soundboard. So
Smash that like, guys. I appreciate you guys.
yeah, it's definitely a soundboard. I wasn't sure what it was. If it was a video loop or something.
Where'd you like it? No, I didn't know it was legal. No.
Yeah, I saw one guy. He had like, I don't know what live I stumbled in, but there were like special effects and everything. There should definitely be like you'd hear an audience laugh or something, or
Oh, that's Jay. That's
like
Jay Silly. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on Locksmith the other last night doing some special effects.
Yeah, but yeah. So for the first week of 2023, basically, the team I've been working with, damn, ours is too loud. 20G and Serena, which are a great help. I'm planning on working with them to catch more predators. Then I do go back, but yeah, I want to. We should always. I think we should just like expand in multiple locations. You know, like have, you know, predator. Basically, it's kind of like I want to catch as much as I can, and then help others catch as much as they can, and that'll be a good thing if we can do that. Does it sound good?
Made $250,005.
Oh, does it sound good? Oh shit! I think I lost the sound. My audio.
No, I can hear you.
But I've also took it in the shitter before, you know.
You did what?
Should I do this? So 1 in the chat if my sound's good,
Can you hear me?
or 2 if it's not.
You can ask my mom.
So how's my audio up there?
Ryan, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good.
Break Richel's jaw on White Cloud.
Everything's just yeah.
Soundboard DOS says, ask my mom.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I got an answer from my mom without asking. Plans with the feds always just walk off. I 12-year-old once. Not really sure I understand.
I am going to your Walmart. I will see you.
Damn. What a troll. I kind of wish it was the real Tommy.
Oh, we got January?
Hey, shitheads, it's me.
Oh,
How's it going?
I think it's a real January.
Tommy's voice. Ryan, you know, I have nothing against you. I just don't want to mod for any of these channels. And Ed, I thought we were doing good squashing the beef. You know, I'm just done.
What did I do?
Oh, Ed, that salty guy has been doxing me for a year and a half.
I'm not him.
Dude, you partnered with him. Do you understand?
I don't even talk to him. He shows up in my room sometimes. I can't control who goes in there. I'm not going to ban him.
I'm not saying that. First of all, can I finish a sentence before
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
You just interrupt. I know you're not listening because I just try to talk and you just interrupt. Ed, I'm just, again, I'm so sorry for that reply about the Sherry thing. It's not that I believe that Tommy belongs in prison. I'm just not on the hate Tommy thing. I get that Captain Homeless guy is a freak, okay? But just, do you understand? Like,
I've been leaving you alone. I haven't said anything about
you. No.
What did I do?
No. Dude, you have videos up about me.
Still, yeah, I didn't make any new ones.
Then take them down. Just take them down, please. I'm asking you. Marion is an actual convicted felon. I'm not. You get that, right? Marion is a convicted felon. I am not.
Anyway, Ryan, I wasn't trying to disturb your panel.
He won't.
Yeah, no, I mean,
answer. See, he can't. I'm sorry, Ryan, because Ed just
Nobody's left.
He runs away.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be rational and reasonable, and he just runs away.
Yeah.
I have a real kid that I'm trying to parent who wants nothing to do with my channel or any of
That's
the.
a tax write-off, or I might get it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I want to kind of be clear. Like, I don't do the locksmith thing where like it costs $10, or is it? I don't know how much it is to remove
I
someone
don't
or
know.
whatever.
And that's why I'll get up
But
on Ryan. I will get up on your panel and none of these others. I just can't support this shit. And just so you know, when I say that those channels are pervy like Sabrina's, yeah, they creep me out. And I know what her and Smashley did with that one catch because I was talking to Cooley. So I get that. But people like Sandra, for example, or Tikoi, there are actual real good people doing this that aren't on these panels, okay? And aren't doing
It's
prank.
not taking kids for money.
Anyways, I'm sorry Ed had to run away.
so yeah. So just saying, there's no dono system. I kind of forget the numbers on what it is for lock, but there's no dono system of like
Yeah,
kicking people off here. I literally will just let anyone on, and then will not
that's what
kick
I mean.
anyone
That's why I'm
off.
upset, Brian.
Yeah.
I know you're cool. I told
Yeah,
you.
no, I mean, don't worry about showing respect. Like, you can be on panel. I don't know. I don't want someone to feel like that someone can't be on panel for like out of respect or something. But
Yeah, again, I said nothing wrong. I was just trying to say, Ed, can you please just stop? I have a real kid who wants nothing to do with any of this shit. She will never be molested. She's being parented by two good parents. So just fucking leave her alone.
Call the fucking police.
it's a soundboard.
That must be Red Hood using his toys.
Um. So yeah, I don't know. Other than that, there is a lot of plans to, kind of. There's plans to kind of up the scale of, catching. Just more people are. I'm kind of planning on working with more people and everything, and I'm just gonna kind of get it all together, and that's just my intention.
Ryan, on a serious note, actually, there was this YouTube video I watched and I put it on my thing, and it was this guy talking about this YouTube new guidelines, right? It has nothing to do with peg catching or scam baiting or anything. But essentially, it's like, even like, I'm like, oh crap, I can't say shithead anymore because that's my thing, right? I call a scammer shithead. But if you like say a cuss word now, apparently that demonetizes your channel. So there is a video I put out, or I basically shared this guy's video, that I think you guys might want to check out because he kind of breaks down the new YouTube guidelines.
Yeah. I'm kind of like learning about what to include and what to not include on YouTube guidelines. Um, but yeah,
Well, Tommy's team has really figured it out because if you notice, like I think Cooley, and again, that's why I can't bash Cooley. Like they're getting it together. There's a reason Tommy's channel isn't going down.
yeah. I'm kind of out of the loop with Tommy stuff going on.
I am too. I'm just saying, I'm paying attention to like YouTube shit. I'm never in
Yeah,
those CPP crap anymore.
yeah.
I mean,
Um,
that's a Tommy shit show. And again, I don't think Tommy belongs in prison. I'm not a hate Tommy person, but I'm not part of that shit show. I haven't been for months.
so yeah. Um, yeah. Trying to think of what to say. But yeah, and also I'm gonna try to slowly. I kind of want to see something come of the NVCAP code thing. Eventually, it's gonna lead to a website. Gonna try to build that. Um,
Smart.
yeah. Oh yeah, and if anyone's trying to contact me for any reason, I mean, my phone number is 774-285-1761. That's 774-285-1761.
It didn't work. I did try to call you because I didn't want to get up on here. I'll get off if people want me off.
You can do whatever you want.
I know I'm like the most hated person on the internet for some reason, but so
Yeah.
I'll stop.
All right. Oh, the rain highlighted this comment.
I'm half blind. And
But yeah,
my poor
yeah. So I
Tom.
mean, at first in in where I was, Central New York, where I was in New York, planning on working with Tony and Serena, and they were just a really good help and that's how we're gonna kind of start the year. Hopefully whenever they're available. And then moving forward, there's just a lot of people that I've heard from that say they want help, and I've been trying to kind of think about what to how to make the best use of that. And there's just a lot of things that NVCAP can be doing. Nah, majority doesn't really hear. Awkward. Maybe I'll share the link again. Bring more people up. Josh Davis. So yeah, that's not as hell from my view. Self thought from panel. Hold on. Yeah. Well, when this is the best time to go on panel. So yeah, I'm trying to think of other than that, I can't really think of anything else other than the original kind of purpose of NVCAP was supposed to kind of change the branding of predator catching to highlight our constitutional rights from vigilantism, as it's considered to be, to that's the rain, to journalism. Oh, someone's. Oh, you're echoing. Whatever that is. Oh, you're echoing. I'm not sure who this is. It's a fish.
Hey, sorry about the echo.
Who's this?
I'm just a regular viewer. I was wondering if y'all saw the Mr. Girl interview where he interviewed two people that were trying to advocate for removing the sex offender registry, and if Alex or anyone from the channel would be interested in going on an interview with Mr. Girl.
I would say just reach out to Alex about that. Like, do you know how to get a hold of Alex? I'm not sure. You do?
No, but I'll look into it.
Yeah, I can tell you his Instagram handle is pretty sick. But also you can just You can just email iswatching NVCAP@gmail.com. So instead of NVCAP is watching, it's just iswatching NVCAP@gmail.com. And then I'll just forward it to him.
Okay, cool. I think that would be an interesting interview, especially after the one that he had with the other people.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're not able to get a hold of anyone, you just text me 774-285 and 761. I'll just make sure it goes through and everything. I don't know.
Do you know who Mr. Girl is?
No, I've never heard of that. Mr. Girl?
He's he was a controversial YouTuber until he lost his account, and now he's just on Rumble. But it was just a really infuriating interview to watch. So I feel like someone arguing from the opposite side might be.
Wait, he's the person that interviewed PTI. Did he interview?
I think so.
Well, I mean, that's the only thing that's ringing a bell. Other than that, I have no idea. But if it's that person, yeah. So, yeah, it's a very crazy thing when people are trying to get rid of the sex offender registry, because it's like, for one, like what they'll do is they'll cite statistics that'll say that that it doesn't rehabilitate sex offenders. That's like the main crux of their argument. But then the same statistics also show that nothing rehabilitates sex offenders because it's a personality disorder. So it's not like removing the sex offender registry or the sex offender registry is inherently ineffective. It is awareness to the public. And like really, even if it's not about effectiveness, it should be about information that the people have a right to have, which is an unlosable argument. I would still argue it's effective. But
yeah, it was a really weird interview. Their argument was once someone goes through the system, that the sex offender registry was like a second punishment outside of that. But if you think to back in the day, you hear stories of these people that would do horrific crimes and then just move to another state, do the same thing, move to another state, do the same thing. So it can really prevent that. And their main guy, he was a sex offender. The second lady, her son was a sex offender. And the person who started their organization, granted he's no longer with them, was also an advocate for lowering the age of consent. So it's just like, it was a really odd interview to listen to. If anyone has a chance to be angry, I would definitely check that out.
Yeah, and there's also another person, I think his name is Josh Duhamel. He was a person who was caught, basically, he was a photographer, but his crime was basically filming CP, right? So, he did go to prison and everything. He got a latest health sentence, and he did get out. But the thing is, reporters and everything asked him about it when he left court, and he said, like, he was remorseful and everything, and he wanted to change laws and all that. And he mentioned like a specific bill that he wanted to get passed, but then he comes back out of prison and now he's advocating against the sex offender registry. Which it just goes against all of that. It's like, if anything, if there's even any argument why the sex offender registry can be argued as ineffective, the only reason for that would be that if you ask the average person if they've checked the sex offender registry, they probably haven't. So it's the accessibility of the sex offender registry.
Yeah, their argument was basically you can look it up if you look up people's crime, but that costs money for every person you want to look up their history in most states. So it's like, do you really want to spend $25 for every person you kids might come in contact with to see what they've done in the past?
So basically they say just like look it up on some FOIA form or something. Like it's none of your business, right? That's what they're saying?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's crazy. If my audio goes out, let me know. I'm actually seeing if I can be audible. with the phone.
You've been
on,
sounding
on
good
mute.
the whole stream.
Okay, that's good. But yeah, it's like as soon as I stop talking, or you hear me like just suddenly stop talking, just let me know. But it's like the biggest arguments against it are things that are not based on the variables that they're saying it is, and there's no proof that it is. Like, is it ineffective because it's just inherently ineffective? I mean, it's information. So is less information? Is information in general useful? And it's like the same reason. Something I kind of noticed: a lot of these people tend to be left leaning. But the problem with that is they're also against things like the Patriot Act, which I'm against, which is for, it's for, one of them is for, preventing wiretapping, but essentially the person that exposed the need for it from the NSA showed information of what the government was doing, how it was wiretapping citizens, and then he put that information out there, and that information is useful. So it's like a lot of the same people argue for confidential information to be released if it's necessary, which it should. But then they're against the sex offender registry. And I'm not like making it like a tribalism thing, but that's
It's hard not to.
yeah, especially nowadays. It's just like be consistent, because a lot of those people are.
It also seems like the people who are against the sex offender registry are also the same people who think neither private citizens or law enforcement should be allowed to set up stings for this kind of thing. But what they don't ever take into consideration is that most kids, or even young teenagers, aren't comfortable coming forward whenever something like that happens, and they hold on to it for so many years to where it can't be prosecuted. So
yeah,
it's almost like they hope it falls through the cracks.
It's like when it happens the problem is when it happens in real life. One, a real person. Here's 3 reasons why I don't let it happen in real life and hope we catch them rather than waiting for it to happen in real life. Is one, there's a person really harmed in real life. 2, the statute of limitations is kind of matches how long it takes for someone to come out with an accusation. And then the evidence is a lot less because after all of that time, it's then almost their word against their word, which, I mean, it should win, but, to get something prosecuted, it needs to be beyond a reasonable doubt. So, there's a lot of people that aren't going to want to come forward about things like that. So, I mean, you don't want it to be you don't want it to wait till it's a real person. And whenever there's an argument saying it would hurt other investigations, then let's say it was a real kid. Like, let's say instead of 14-year-old, I don't know, I'll think of a name, Nicholas. What if it was a real kid? Would that also ruin the investigation? Would that also potentially make an investigation problematic? I mean, that argument wouldn't be made. But as far as criminal intent, both of them would be identical.
It's also interesting how in so many of the sting operations that they act like, oh, the cop or the citizen was trying to just, lure them into meat. But in so many, especially of y'all stings, these people are also asking for nudes and stuff like that before meeting is even, planned to happen. Or they admit to looking it up or finding it in the past. By such a large percent, it doesn't make any sense that they would be against,
Yeah.
stings unless they have a reason that they would not want to get caught.
Yeah. And it's kind of like all you can really do is ask people to stop doing things, but like, well, the cops, if they're like, there's some law enforcement, they'll try to discourage anything, but they can't stop an adult who has a constitutional right to do what they're doing. That'll just make them want to do it more, if anything. And then when they're told that it's not going to get prosecuted, it just opens the door for real vigilantism. It's like, okay, so they're going to post all the information about the predator, rightfully so, and then you're saying you're not going to prosecute them. Well, what do you think will happen to that predator? It's like the point of the criminal justice system is to prevent retaliation, and because that's how real vigilantism happens. Yet they're going to actually cause real vigilantism by not prosecuting cases that meet the criminal elements.
I don't follow too many of the Sting channels, but that is one thing I've always liked about Alex and the people he's associated with is they try to take it more seriously than the few others I've seen that just try to get in their face and scream and cuss and shame them, but don't get anything that can actually get results in court. So I feel like y'all are trying to prevent that, like you said, real life vigilantism a lot.
And I mean, I've seen it, and I'm not personally against it. I just know that it's problematic. That's about it. It's kind of just knowing it's problematic is about it.
Yeah. Well, I'll hop off if anyone wants to come in here. I don't want to take up, the whole stream, but thanks for talking and thank you for what you do.
Yeah, definitely. Just going to literally seeing people run out of town for fear of the public. Yeah, it's like, I mean, if anything, it's just like the predator catchers aren't the ones that are waiting for something bad to happen. The DAs are, because when the DAs say they're basically not going to handle the law, then all of what naturally is created when there's no system of law will happen. Because it's like a predator catcher even can also say, "Oh, I don't encourage this or that. I don't encourage anyone to do that." But that's going to happen when someone doesn't do their job. But yeah. But the states that I've worked in are generally good on the issue. They enforce the law, but states like Ohio, it's kind of like, even if there is a borderline aggressive predator catcher, I can't really. I'm honestly more mad at the system. I mean, that's what it is. Like, the system is more at fault than the citizens if there's that kind of reaction when they're saying that no matter how well you do it, we're just not going to take the case. Yeah, and I'll post the link again. Virginia doesn't play around with Tromos. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think Alex had a couple catches there. Yeah, and yeah, and I wanna. Oh, there's a car coming. Yeah, and I want to make sure you're able to get a hold of them. So just you can email my email or my phone number or something, and I'll just make sure it goes through. Alex talked about it on Infowars interview, but it's crazy how some states will give people 20 years, then some will give reoffenders less than a year. Yeah. Inconsistencies are as bad as the crimes themselves. Yeah, I'm probably going to be ending the stream in about 10 minutes.
Hey, Brian.
Hello?
Hey, it's me. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spoil your stream. I just stayed on because I do
Yeah, no,
support.
my thing is like my stream's just like water. It's like whatever it'll be.
I
Like,
know, right? But did you
I don't.
notice Ed just fucking ran away? That's what I think. They just prove my point every time. He's like, "What have I done to you?" And I'm like, there was something 3 days ago where he had in his profile thing gambler's cocaine habit. Do you know that I haven't done cocaine since high school, which was like 100 years ago? So they just, again,
I mean, there's people that do cocaine right now. I mean, I
I
mean,
know,
what people do whatever they want to do. Like, if someone
I
wants to
know.
smoke, if someone wants to smoke crack, like, I don't. I mean,
It
that's not.
doesn't matter. I
I'm
know.
not even against it.
I'm not either.
Yeah,
Again, I just don't get it. So honey, I promise you, I'm not anti you at all. Okay. I just, some of these channels are just, and
anti who?
this is why I think you guys are getting shut down because of the extreme shit, right? That's,
Extreme.
well, I think this extreme, there's just so much hatred. And I just think I mean, I can kind of see from a YouTube lawyer's perspective why it's too much of a risk to
Well, I
have.
mean, the thing is, they don't carry the liability, though.
Well, but they kind of do, I think.
Well,
I
no, I
don't
mean, it's not
know.
like it's like. So I'll put it this way: if some like the George Floyd situation was posted on YouTube, is YouTube liable?
Good point. See, this is why I
It's
like
like
you. This is why I like you. That's a wonderful point. Yes.
it's kind of
So
like whatever happens in in the actors involved in the crime, but all they're really doing is providing a platform in
I get
which,
it.
as long as they're not encouraging crime, um, like unless it's like, let's say it's like in the dark web and it's you know supposed to essentially be for like CP or something, then it's encouraging crimes. Or then if it's a networking of robbery or something, then it's encouraging crimes. But it's basically like saying if we have a platform, we're saying, yeah, post our videos here, post videos here, and then someone happens to show like a video of a crime. I mean,
I don't know.
it's
I
not on
think
us.
I know. See, Ryan, you make so much sense to me, and that's why I like you, and I like your thinking. I'm just saying, like, again, I kind of am seeing some stuff, and I'm seeing like, and I get YouTube's being slimy about it, right? Because they do these terms, they are putting in terms and conditions, and they don't explain it, right? And then all of a sudden, videos are gone. Like, it sucks because there's a couple of channels I really like that I see this happening to. But there's a part of me when I see, for example, because I was a Tommy mod, I'm not a pedophile, Ryan. I've never been convicted of anything. I'm not a felon, but I have been treated like one for over a year because I pissed Ed off. Right? Again, 3 days ago, I'm Scamala's cocaine habit on his edit. I mean, so that's the shit that's just taking it too far. It's getting bully shit. And again, people that have, I mean, why pull a background check on me? I mean, all this shit that people do, that's what I think is going to get you guys in trouble. Not you, Ryan, but these channels.
Okay, so I'm kind of losing the StreamYard link. I see a bunch of tabs, and I'm not sure how this. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I think it might accidentally open 2 StreamYards, but we'll just find out.
Well, I am not tech savvy at all. Oh, see, you did. Now I'm echoing.
Oh shit. Wait. Okay. What the hell? Okay, I found it. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, yo. Alright. Come back. I got a little lost.
That
I
hurt.
got lost. Yeah. Got lost.
That really hurt me. Oh shit! Now I'm echoing.
So, yeah. I don't know how we even have 50 people with that. Yeah, I think I was still online somehow, even though I wasn't seeing the StreamYard tab. And then I logged in again. I don't know. But oh yeah, there was a question about chemical castration, or a comment about chemical castration. Here's what I would say. Let's not do anything like that. But what we should do is here's what we should do. If they're even to be in society at any point, even before they committed a crime, they should have the option to come forward about, you know, their we'll just call it orientation, I guess, for lack of better words. And then they would be surveilled. Like the NSA approval, we have the ability to surveil someone, you know, to a T, exactly where they're doing, exactly where they're at, and kind of something in place that would be enough to prevent a crime from happening that didn't even happen yet, so no one gets hurt. That's what we should do. I don't see how. I think that because like even if you were to remove their sex drive, it would not solve the problem. It would not get rid of the personality disorder, which is a real problem with sexual predators. But if what they should do is we should have a system where if you come forward and you'll be secretly surveilled, you know, by the government, and then you can kind of have a peace of mind knowing you're not going to offend because our government's going to stop you, like in 2 seconds. And that should be the answer
See,
to that.
put a
And then if
chip
they,
in them. Put
Yeah.
a chip in them like that. See,
basically, I'm not opposed to it. I'm actually, even though I have nothing to do with anything, a lot of people are saying that chips and brains are bad. It's like, I'm not even against that, because it's like, imagine operating a computer with your brain. Like, it's like, at some point we need to be connected to computers just to keep up with the AI. Um, but other than that, it's like, if you do commit the crime, let's say someone does commit the crime, then, and they didn't come forward, then they should just be, in prison, away from society. Whatever that means, they should be away from society. So it's either you're stopped from doing a crime, or if you committed that crime, you should not be in society because you're designed to commit the crime.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my thing. And it's kind of like, we could say the Fourth Amendment is a right, but people waive rights all the time. Like, you have the right to waive, like, if you're ever in court, they'll say, you can waive your right to, self-incrimination, all kinds of things. But that's your choice. So if you make a decision, to waive rights for, the greater good of your life and community life, then, problem solved.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it would be something like a chip. Oh. I am not highlighting comments, by the way, the rain is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Bro. Whatever.
I don't know.
Gross.
But yeah, so that's kind of the solution to that. Well, there's an echo. There's no echo, is there? Is there an echo? What if we call a civilian-based predator prevention task force or something? Maybe cops and YouTube will be more kind of catchers. Oh, okay. Thanks for that, Echoing. I think people are playing on my paranoia that I always have audio issues. Or I don't know. Maybe they're hearing an echo. So yeah, I guess I'll share the link again.
I say, for some reason I'm echoing. But let Ed and the Peter girl get up here. Instead of being that, I'm just listening. Now I'm because I'm echoing.
Yeah. Yeah, and also there has to be a lot of awareness on what a child predator looks like, because it's like what I was always told as a kid was that a child predator it's like as if it's someone who's gonna like snatch a kid up with a mask. I mean, that does happen, but it's like they don't look at all the aspects of it. Where it's like how it could really happen is, it'll be that adult that's gonna be cool, the cool adult. That's the one that's gonna be the predator. It's like I saw this movie. I'm not saying take information from a movie, but it kind of hit a point where it was called Ma, I think, and it was basically kids trying to get alcohol. So then they do the thing where they ask adults to buy it for them, and then this lady bought it for them, and then they were she started throwing these parties with these teenagers, and it's kind of like it kind of showed in the beginning how they thought that like she was like cool or something for doing that, because that's what it's going to look like from her perspective, from their perspective. But then basically she turned into like I think like a serial killer or something, or like really messed up stuff. So they saw her as problematic in a lot of other ways. But it's kind of like the same idea. It's like they're really gonna a predator's gonna be presented as that adult that's trying to be cool with kids, and are going to like that's how they're going to operate. That's what to look for. It's I don't know. It's
Yes,
called
right,
Ma.
right. Yes. Perfect,
Yeah.
example.
Yep. Yeah. Some people just have a voice you just can't. Oh, I thought you were talking about predators. Well, there was always that weird older dude that had parties with all high school kids. Yeah, and the thing is to like the younger high school kids, that adult is gonna look cool, right? But to us, that person's gonna look like a predator because they are, you know. So it's like that's what's to look for. That's really what we're up against. Most of the time, it's gonna be a scenario like that, rather than a scenario where there's like a white van and a guy with a ski mask and they're gonna like take you, with like any emotion and anything. It's like most of the time, if they're even being abducted, it's like most of the cases they're groomed into it, so they don't even know they're being abducted, and it's messed up. But that's how predators operate. So awareness on that is a lot more needed. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it off, getting close to the location that I came from. I just think he was. Yeah, but that's there's no just about that. I mean, that's a predator to me. I mean, high school, they're kids. Can't do that.
R. Kelly,
Kelly,
perfect
perfect
example.
example.
That's a group of those are certain people that shouldn't be on the street. Then 13 to 16. Sounds
Number one prevention, parents.
Parents,
Be
Wait, what's that?
parent
parent your kids,
know
know their
differences. Set up
their
differences. Know their
friends.
just
Be a positive.
Yeah, so I think she's saying like monitor your kids' devices. That's true, but almost just as much as that is teach them what to exactly avoid.
No,
And
you.
oh yeah,
You
yeah.
know, my kids. Shit, I know I'm echoing. But you know that she will show me cringy shit that she sees on her Roblox shit. Like she knows. Like just be a fucking parent. Communicate with your kids.
Yeah, definitely.
She knows what to look for. At 15. She knows.
Yeah. Yeah, I do actually have to end the live though, because I'm at the location. But yeah, it was a good live.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I probably ruined it.
No, I literally have to. It's gonna be too loud.
Okay.
Mess up a couple more feet. But yeah, thanks
He's
for everyone
right.
involved, and hope for a better year.